Hi guys, Lydia here. So as you know, I've started a completely new YouTube channel. My other one, I don't know what happened to it. Like, it's still there, but I just didn't want to use it anymore. So I wanted to do this other site where I could just like rant and stuff and talk about whatever like I feel like talking about. But this video is going to be about open call, because as you know, I do work for a modeling agency, and one of the ways that we scout models is through open calls. Generally, most agencies have these on select days. Some do them Monday through Friday. Some people just do it 1 day a week. Some people do it 2 days a week. But if you ever want to, try and get signed with an agency, going to an open call is important because they get to actually see you in person rather than you just submitting photos. You get to show your personality and you get to meet with the people who run the agency, which is pretty cool. But I guess I wanted to make this video just to let people know, especially aspiring models, what is proper for an open call, because I tend to see, some problems, and when people come in who don't know, open call etiquette, I guess you would say, and so that can, determine if you get signed with someone or not. The first thing you should do is do your research. If whatever agency you want to sign with, go to their website, see what days their open call is on, because there's nothing more embarrassing than showing up on a day that they don't have an open call and you're looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Not really, but you'll look crazy if you're just standing outside when it clearly says on the website what day it is. Also, make sure to show up on time and not show up late. Like, yes, some post, an hour to an hour and a half time frame, but it's just proper etiquette not to show up 5 minutes before it's over expecting to go through this whole process. It just makes you look bad. And don't show up too early either, because that's just awkward. I usually recommend maybe no more than 10 minutes ahead of time, just in case there are forms that you can fill out, you can get that done. Open calls generally last maybe some as little as 10 minutes, some as long as 30 minutes. Some you will wait longer than it takes for them to see you. You may wait 20 minutes, but you only spend 5 minutes with them. You never know, so always be prepared. I always tell models the second most important thing is your appearance. So as far as appearance, it should just really be basic. It shouldn't be elaborate. Some agencies want you to wear a swimsuit. A lot of them do, especially if you're doing any type of fashion work, so they can see your body frame. So always be prepared with that. If you can, wear something that you can have the swimsuit underneath, so it's easy to transition from your outfit to your swimsuit, and you don't have to go somewhere and change. I recommend wearing a plain, American Apparel is awesome because they are like the king of just plain clothes. So if you can find just a plain tank top dress or just a plain t-shirt style dress, that's great. Or just some simple, leggings or skinny jeans and a tank top. Just anything that shows your frame. You're not going to want to show up in, a maxi skirt and a flowy blouse. Like, that does not tell anyone about what your body shape is like. And you don't need to wear, a shirt with all these crazy, like, leopard print floral patterns mixed together. You don't need all that. Just simple stuff. And that's the same when it goes for makeup, too. You don't need to wear, these crazy leopard print false lashes. In fact, you should not be wearing false lashes. If you can, you should go with no makeup on at all. If anything, the only thing you should wear is moisturizer. Tinted moisturizer at the most. You really don't need any makeup on. Why? So people can see what you actually look like. Because a lot of times, a lot of the photos in your portfolio are post-processed. You don't really look like that in a lot of them. So it's nice for people, especially when they're seeing you in person for the first time, to know exactly what you look like, what facial features you have, you know, how your skin is. Also, another thing that leads into that, the night before you go to an open call, do not spend all night partying. You will look terrible the next day. I don't care if you say, oh, I can stay out till 6 a.m. and I'll still look fresh. No, you won't. People will be able to tell that you're tired. So try and get enough sleep the night before. Drink plenty of water. This will help with your skin. That's just basic things you could do. A lot of people get stressed out about open calls, but it's because they're preparing too much for it. Just simple clothes, minimal to really no makeup. And as far as what you should bring, I always recommend bringing a headshot and a body shot with all your contacts and stats written on the back. Why? Because sometimes things get misplaced. Your photos may end up separate from the forms you filled out. They want to be able to pick up the photo, turn to the back, and say, oh, this belongs to such and such. Oh, here are their measurements. That's perfect. What should you put on there? Definitely put your name, an email you can be reached at, that you reply to, your phone number, the best phone number to contact you at. Don't put like a house phone that you know you really don't answer. If you answer your cell phone, put your cell phone. As far as measurements, your height, weight, bust, waist, hips, dress, and shoes. Those are the basic for girls. For men, height, age, shirt size, your pant size, which includes the inseam and the waist size, and your shoe size. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I do need to make sure that your measurements are accurate. It's not fun for anyone when you have measurements on there that are anywhere between 2 to 4 inches off. It's not good. If you have doubts, just get somebody to measure you. If you actually go online, it will show you how to do your own measurements. It's not that hard. It takes like 5 minutes to do, and just quickly jot them down. And once you know your measurements, it's easy because you just memorize them. That's the basic question that they're going to ask you at every single open call you go to, what your measurements are. Also, when you go to one, be patient. These things take time. Models are evaluated one at a time. I know some agencies do group open calls, so I mean, if you go to one of those, it's a little bit easier because you know right then and there what it's going to be, and everyone's taken in at once. So, but a lot of agencies do one-on-one, and they give you constructive feedback, and that's the part that you really want to pay attention to. If you can jot down any of the constructive feedback that you get and really take it in and listen to it. It's nobody writes down that stuff to try and like discourage you or hurt your feelings. It's just things that people observe. If you can't make an open call because it doesn't match your schedule, just check out the website because there's always places where you can either mail in your photos or submit online. And that's another thing, when you go to print out your photos, make sure that, you know, they're non-refundable, because most likely you will not get them back. And, yeah, so basically what you should take away from this video is what your wardrobe should be, which should just be basic clothes, try not to have any logos, minimal to no makeup, show up no more than 10 minutes ahead. Don't show up 5 minutes before it's about to close. Take in constructive feedback. Bring your portfolio if you have it. However, the photos you give them should basically be photos that you would put on a comp card. So your headshot and your full body. And these should just be plain clothes photos, nothing crazy in them, no crazy makeup, just you, because that's what they want to see. They want to see you, because that's how clients are going to book you, based on you. Save all of your creative projects for your portfolio. You could throw those in there. Those are always great to look at. And it also helps people see, you know, what different looks you can take on with or without makeup, wardrobe, and a whole creative team. So I hope that helped out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me anytime, any day. This is one of the things I enjoy doing, is model development, and that's why I love working for an agency where I get to have that relationship with models where I can help them, give them feedback, and any advice that they would have. So feel free to email me. I'll put it down in the info section, but it's fashionably, FASHIONABLY, the number 7 @gmail.com. Thank you guys so much, and I hope this helped you out, and good luck. To be my dolphin, dress me, I'm your mannequin.